lovelies, how are you all doing? I'm fine and I'm enjoying winters. I have two reasons specifically. First, this year is coming to an end. Thank God. I hope 2021 becomes better for all of us. And the second reason, which is all the more reason for me to rejoice, is that I hit 100 subscribers. Thank you so much whoever who have subscribed to my channel. I thank you from the bottom of my heart. There are also a lot of people who watch my videos and haven't subscribed yet. So please, if you like my videos, it takes a single moment to hit the subscribe button. It doesn't involve a lot of effort from your end, but it helps me a lot and my channel and my family to grow. So please subscribe to my channel. So okay, now let's get started with the video. So from the title you are aware that I'm going to do a favorites video, and this is going to be the beauty edition. I'll be talking about the products that I enjoyed in 2020. These are not 2020 releases, please keep that in mind. This is based on what I have used and what I found nice and easy to work with and that I enjoyed. So if you want to watch the beauty edition, please ensure that you stick around till the end so you can see all the categories. And if you want another fragrance edition for this kind of a favorites video for 2020, please leave me that in the comment section below and give this video a big thumbs up so that I know that you will enjoy the fragrance version of the favorites from 2020 as well. So now, without rambling any further, let's get started. So the first product, and I'm going to go in the order of the makeup as well. So the first category is of course primers. So I enjoyed using the Stay Quirky primer. I have used it up so that I don't have it in my collection anymore, but I'll leave an image of that here so that you can see exactly which primer I'm going to talk about. It's a silicone based primer. It's great for oily skin. It blurs out your pores and give you a nice canvas to work upon, and I totally love that primer. I am currently using the Maybelline's primer, but it's good, it's not bad, but it doesn't give me that smooth finish that the silicone based primer from Stay Quirky gave. So I'll be using this up, of course. I paid money for it, I'm not going to waste product, but I won't be repurchasing that. I will rather try to get my hands on this Stay Quirky primer again. For foundation, I have two contenders. First is Nykaa's Skin Shield Anti-Pollution Foundation. I love this. This gives the most natural skin-like finish when you wear it. It's very light and you can build it up, but it looks almost like your skin and not something added onto your skin. And the second one is Maybelline Fit Me Foundation. This is my summer shade actually. This is Warm Honey. And the winter shade is Warm Nude, and that is what I've applied today on my face. I love how my base looks today. It's I'm using these sachets as I got them free. Once I'm done with these sachets, I'll move on to the pouch that I'll move on to the tube that I have for Warm Nude. I love this color, I love this formula. This also feels almost like your skin. It doesn't feel cakey and it's very easy to blend and create a very nice flawless base. So I have been loving these three foundations and I can't take my pick. This is a summer shade, so I'll just keep it aside. But for current winters and all, these two are just perfect. For concealers, I have always raved about the Maybelline Fit Me concealer. You can see I have used quite a lot here, and I always love this. This is in the shade Sand Sable. I love the finish, it's easy to blend. I use this one, and I have also the Maybelline's Age Rewind Miracle, whatever that name is. The other one, I'll leave an image of the concealer there. I love that one as well. But 2020, I have been reaching out to this one more than that one. So this concealer features in this video instead of that one. But I love that one as well. For powder, I have been using the Rimmel's Stay Matte Pressed Powder. I have been loving this in 2020. The only drawback, this doesn't come with a powder sponge or anything. So yeah, this is almost like skin. It gives a very natural finish. I totally love this powder. Anyways, I don't use the sponges given in these compacts, but I believe those sponges keep the product well pressed inside. So yeah, and the case is difficult to carry around, I believe, because this is a flimsy plastic which can break anytime. So not supremely fan of the packaging from the reality perspective, practicality. But yeah, it looks nice and it performs well. I like this powder a lot, and that is why it features in this video. This is not a surprise. Who have been watching me for contour, highlight, I have been always raving and using this product. This is from Makeup Revolution Sculpt and Contour Kit. I love the formula and how the finish looks on your skin. This is a trio of bronzer, highlighter and contour, and they serve and do the purpose just beautifully. From soft look to a very bold chiseled look. You can do anything with this palette, and it's even being trio. It's easy to carry, and it's one product in your sorting. You don't need to carry 3 separate products for this. So totally love this one, and I'm sure even if I do a favorites video in 2021, this might also feature there. I love this one very much, and this is my second one. It's not the first even. So yeah. But if you enjoy single blush, single highlighter, single contour, then I don't have anything in contour that I can talk about because I mainly use this as my contour powder. But for blush, I can talk about the Swiss Beauty blush. This one I got recently in a haul. I'll link up that haul. You can see it right here. It's a beautiful, beautiful shade, and it just looks beautiful on Indian skin tone. Just look at the color. The packaging itself is so cute, and the color is stunning for Indian skin tones. It's a peachy color, and it has got tiny shimmer particles which also kind of gives you a nice soft highlight, and this looks beautiful on anybody's skin. So love this one a lot. And if I have to talk about highlighters, how can I miss my recent acquisition? This is kind of a favorite now, but then yeah, it's expensive, so it's not something that I highly recommend for everybody. But if you can lay your hands on this, see, I also have a mini, and this is Becca's Champagne Pop. This is a stunning color, and Champagne Pops looks beautiful on anybody. I'll quickly give you a swatch and show you how stunning it is. You see this blinding highlight? I mean, I don't have my brush here with me because after my makeup I have actually washed them. So I'll just blend it with my fingers to show you. Just look at this stunning glow. This side, the highlighter is from Makeup Revolution Sculpt and Contour. This is a nice subtle glow. But this side, the Champagne Pop, I mean, this is a stunning glow. It'll just look weird. I'll just quickly do the other side as well. Can you look at, I mean, yeah, my face looks like a disco ball now with all that shimmer and highlight. But yeah, totally in love with this. If you can at least reach out for the mini, give this one a try. Champagne Pop from Becca. Moving on to the eyebrows, I don't experiment with the eyebrow powder or the pencil that I use much because if it does my job, I'm happy with it. And I have been using this Faces Canada's Ultime Pro eyebrow pencil for a long time, and I hope to finish this soon. Then I can try another one. I have a Maybelline one with me right now, which I haven't used at all. But this one I can vouch for. It's great, and this is definitely one of my favorite products for eyebrow for eternity, I believe. Onto the eyes, the eyeshadow palettes that I enjoyed mostly this are these two. This is the Makeup Revolution Soap X palette, and this is Nicka K's Autumn Spice palette. I have created a look with this one very recently. I'll link that video right up here. You can check it out. I believe the look turned out very simple, and even beginners can do it because the look was actually done for the beginners. So it's it's very easy to use. The colors are very buildable. They are very smooth and soft to blend, and it's all over nice. The payoff, it just looks beautiful on Indian skin tone. So totally in love with this product. And what can I say that justifies this beautiful color palette? This is a stunning color palette. I have created looks, quite a lot of looks with this one. I'll link up my Diwali look that I created right here. You can check it out. I love the color combination in this palette. You can do a multiple of looks with this palette, and all the shades are very blendable. They are very easy to apply and work with, and I totally love this palette. Moving on to the eyeliner part, I have been using this, I believe this is the NY Bay eyeliner, because the name and everything has been wiped off, but I think this is an NY Bay eyeliner, and it's a very fine tip and I love it like anything. With this you can go for a very fine line or a thick line like I have done today. And let me know how you like this eye look. I am wearing a blue-green kurti, so I tried a blue-green eyes and with a thick eyeliner, and this is what has made this done. I love this so much. I love the Lakme eyeliner, the 9 to 5 eyeliner a lot, but this one I have been using in 2020 more than that one that is sitting idle, so this one has featured in the video instead of that one, so I love this one a lot. For the kajal, I also have a Stay Quirky kajal. This is I Love You Too kajal, and this is a very nice kajal. This is a jet black color you get. I love it. I don't use a lot of kajal, only in the waterline at times. At times I like to draw it on the upper part of the eye as well, on the lids. But that's a rare scenario. I prefer liner than kajal. But but this is a stunning black kajal, and I totally love this one. Any guesses for mascara? If you know me, you would know that I am in love with Maybelline Hyper Curl Volume Express Mascara. I have loved this one. This is almost over. I have a backup of this already, but instead of using that backup, I might be trying the L'Oreal Lash Paradise mascara, because I have purchased it and I wanted to give it a try to find out what's the big hype about that mascara, because I have heard tons of bloggers talk about it and it's amazing supposedly, so I'll give it a try and find out for myself how is it. So yeah, this is almost over, but then I'll be moving on to that one. But nonetheless, I have a backup of this one, which shows already that how much I love this one. So 2020 for me, the favorite mascara is Maybelline's Hyper Curl Volume Express in the washable variant, of course. Finally, onto the lips. This was the hardest category for me to narrow down, because I have like loads and loads of lipsticks, and I love lipsticks, and for me to just narrow it down to one brand or one type of lipstick is very difficult. But nonetheless, the type that I enjoyed mostly in 2020, and I see myself wearing that a lot in 2021 as well, is L'Oreal Rouge Signature lipsticks. I mean, the formula for this is what has made me crazy about it. Like, when you first apply it, it feels like water, nothing else. It's light, it's sheer, it's very easy to work with, and it's very, what should I say? You don't feel there is anything on your lips apart from water, but when it dries down, like I am wearing this shade today, this is I Choose. I got these two in a set. This is I Represent. This is a shocking pink, which is almost looking like a red in the camera, I can see. And this is a pinkish nude, which is within the lighting and all looking slightly more towards the pink here. But it's not shocking pink at all, trust me. This is more towards the nude side, and I love this one for the color and the formula. So lipsticks for me in 2020 that I loved and enjoyed, and I would highly recommend everybody, especially with chapped lips people. You can try this on, and this will not make your lips dry out, and it is not pain to remove it or wear it for a long time. So totally in love with these L'Oreal Rouge Signature lipsticks, and I totally and highly recommend this, and these are my favorites for 2020. Any guesses for this setting spray? That the only setting spray that I have shown is this one, and that is Wet n Wild's Photo Focus Matte Finish Spray. This is a setting spray that I totally love, because no matter how much my foundation or tons of layer look like initially, the moment I spritz it on, or if my blush and my contour and everything looks too much, the moment I press it and spray it on my face and use my beauty blender to just dab it off, it gives me a seamless, smooth finish, and I love that a lot. The only drawback that I don't enjoy is the spray is not uniform. See, it came out nice this time, but most of the time on the face it not always comes out smoothly. This can be worked upon. Other than that, I love this one. So yes, it was tough selecting few categories as I have talked in the video, but here we are with all my favorites that I have used in 2020, the beauty edition. I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, then do not forget to hit the like button and share this video with the friends who might be interested in favorites, and they can buy it in 2021 as well, because discounts will be available then as well. And leave me in the comment section below if you want to see a fragrance edition of the favorites for 2020 as well. Then based on your comments and your likes, I'll make a fragrance version also. And before you leave, please take a moment to subscribe to my channel and join this family, and ring the bell icon next to it so that you're notified for all my future uploads. We just passed Christmas, so Merry Christmas to all of you, and a very happy and prosperous New Year. May 2021 be a much better year that brings us happiness, prosperity, safety in terms of health and everything, and may it be very, very happy and lucky for all of you. So I'll see you in my next video. Till then, stay happy, stay healthy. Bye.